He pushed the door open slowly, every muscle tensed, his mind already running through scenarios. What he'd do if it was an intruder? What he'd do if it was worse than that? What he'd do if the woman he'd trusted with his life, with his home, with his wife, had turned out to be... What he saw wasn't what he expected. Not even close. Welcome to Mafia Tales and Secret. Let us know where you are watching from in the comment section. The rain hammered against the windows of the penthouse as Jin Sung pulled into the private garage 3 hours earlier than expected. The Tokyo deal had collapsed faster than anticipated, and something in his gut told him to come home. In 15 years of running the Cheongryong syndicate, he'd learned to trust that instinct. It had kept him alive when others had fallen. He sat in the car for a moment, engine ticking as it cooled, and let himself feel the exhaustion that he normally kept buried. Tokyo had been brutal. Not the negotiations themselves, but the realization that had hit him somewhere over the Pacific Ocean on the flight back. He was tired, bone-deep tired. Not physically, but spiritually. Every deal felt the same, every power play, every carefully calculated move. He'd built an empire, but somewhere along the way, he'd forgotten why. Minho would have understood. Minho always understood the things Jin Sung couldn't articulate. His brother had been the poet, the philosopher, the one who asked the uncomfortable questions about what they were really doing with their lives. Jin Sung had been the soldier, the strategist, the one who made the hard decisions so Minho wouldn't have to. And then Minho died, or so Jin Sung had believed for 5 years. 5 years of carrying that weight, 5 years of every decision being filtered through the lens of honoring his brother's memory. Jin Sung finally climbed out of the car and moved through the underground garage. His footsteps echoed in the concrete space, and he found himself thinking about the last conversation he'd had with Minho. Really had with him before everything went wrong. They'd been in their father's study, and Minho had said something that Jin Sung had dismissed at the time, but that had haunted him ever since. Hyung, Minho had said, using the formal term for older brother that carried so much weight in their culture. Do you ever wonder if father loves us, or if he just loves what we can do for him? Jin Sung had laughed it off, told Minho he was being too philosophical again, told him that in their world love and utility weren't separate things. But the question had lodged itself